Jack is a fast-talking agent with a great career.
Hello? She's in labor? Go ahead. Second part.
You're so much of it.
Twins! It's twins!
But when a tree in his yard loses a leaf for every word he speaks, he's convinced that when the tree is bare, he will die.
Our words have a profound effect on the entire universe.
Jack tries to navigate his world without speaking, while trying to save his life in 1,000 words.
David, you've just seen it. What do you think about it?
Let me start off by saying that I really love Eddie Murphy. I think he's a very talented comedian. And if you've seen him in movies like Bowfinger or even The Nutty Professor, you get an idea of just how talented he is. Unfortunately, none of that talent is on display in this movie. Eddie plays Jack, whose gift of gab is basically what propels him and makes him be very successful. And one day, a tree appears in his backyard, and through a series of painful and very contrived expositions, he comes to the conclusion that whenever he says a word, a leaf falls off the tree, and then he comes to believe that when the tree is bare, he will die.
What the hell was that?
You and this tree are now connected.
Hello?
When you talk, all the leaves fall off the tree.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back ribs.
What happens when a tree loses all its leaves?
I could die!
So if it was me, I would bring all of my friends and family and my coworkers to the tree, demonstrate the problem, and then have them help me break this curse. But Eddie Murphy's character Jack doesn't do that. Instead, he tries to function in this new world where he can't speak, and it's just a series of slapstick moments and facial tics that Eddie has that really, as a one-note joke, just kind of gets old very quickly to the point where you've pretty much disconnected.
What did he do to deserve the curse in the first place?
From what I can tell, absolutely nothing. Now, Eddie's character of Jack is actually a pretty likable guy at the beginning of the movie. Okay, he's a motor mouth, but he's not a bad guy, unlike, say, Jim Carrey's character in Liar Liar, who really is a liar and sort of gets his comeuppance. Jack doesn't deserve it, and he never has any physical manifestations of the tree losing its leaves. He doesn't get sicker. He has this little cough, and every once in a while he brings it back to remind us that he's getting sick. But as the tree loses his leaves, his cough doesn't get any worse.
Wow. Why doesn't he pull like a Max von Sydow in Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close? You can write yes on one hand, no on the other, get a little pad of paper.
Right, just walk around with a pad of paper around your neck and a pencil and talk to people through that. Well, that's actually a great question, Sean. And through lazy screenwriting, they established that just as every word that he speaks makes a leaf drop off the tree, every time he writes a word on a piece of paper, a leaf falls off the tree. There are so many things that simply aren't questioned. The tree is very visible in Eddie's backyard. Everyone can see it, but no one really questions that it suddenly shows up. Eddie's a motor mouth, but no one really questions that he suddenly can't speak anymore. I mean, he does this like he has a sore throat, but it's just like, dude, whisper. Or why don't you write something to me if you can't speak?
You want me to do all the talking? No, I can't. I don't know what to say. Just do what you would do? Is that good?
I do want to call out Clark Duke, who plays Jack's assistant. And he actually looks like he's having a lot of fun in this. He's very much bumbling. He's trying to deal with the radical changes in his boss's personality. And there's actually a moment at the end of the movie where Eddie plays charades and informs Clark Duke's character, his assistant, of what's going on. And I'm just looking at the screen going, why didn't you do that an hour ago?
So it looks like you've wasted a lot of words on this. I'm afraid if you had a tree, you'd be dead by now.
Most probably.
So why don't you take your ticket and give us your verdict?
I think I will. This movie isn't engaging, original, or even funny. It's just another waste of Eddie Murphy's great comedic talent. Go see Bowfinger instead. As for 1,000 words, cheers.
Cheers.